I've recently been itching to play Fallout New Vegas, and I'll be honest with you, I've gotten bored of it. Now, all you Fallout New Vegas glazers out there are probably gonna, slit my throat in my sleep. I love the game, alright? I love it. I've just played it way too much, like how I've played Skyrim way too much. So I've taken it upon myself to see if I can beat Fallout New Vegas while being vilified by every faction and without healing. Before we get started, I want to go over the rules. First set of rules is I must be vilified by every faction you can have reputation with. Excluding the DLCs, there are 11 factions I must become vilified with. These are the Boomers, the Brotherhood of Steel, Caesar's Legion, the Followers of the Apocalypse, Freeside, the Great Khans, Good Springs, the NCR, the Powder Gangers, the Strip, and the White Glove Society. Now, for the second set of rules, it pretty much just boils down to I can't use anything that can regain my health. So this means no sleeping, no doctor bags, and no canteen. During this run, I also didn't use any chems either, but that was just more so I didn't need to. So yeah. Anyways, starting off this run strong, it was about 2 in the morning when I played this, and I got fucking flashbanged and bombarded with notifications on top of that. That shit lit up my room like a goddamn LED car headlight. That shit was brutal. So I made my character and I headed straight for the Vigor Tester. I drained Charisma and I put the rest into Perception, Endurance, and Luck. For traits, I chose Hot-Blooded for when my health gets below 50% and Built to Destroy because all the rest sucked. I left Doc Mitchell's house and immediately went back in just to steal his hat. I found him sleeping way more comfortable than he should have been, which was unacceptable. I channeled the inner huntsman within me and I threw a fucking spear into the back of his head. Pinned that shit straight into the headboard. After I was done playing with his corpse, I left. I shot bottles for Sunny Smiles. Hit a nasty snipe on a dog. I made sure to ditch the canteen before I forgot. And I headed straight to New Vegas. On my way there, I sniped a couple powder gangers. They didn't really take that too kindly. I also found another dog, so I blew it up. Did the same shit to her kids, and was back on track to New Vegas. I bumped into Neil and killed him because he had a hunting rifle. I made my way through Deathclaw Valley fine, I guess. Near Camp McCarran, I found a couple of NCR troopers who were fighting fiends. Only one of them had the same fate as Doc Mitchell. I violated him, and went off to the entrance of Camp McCarran. I leveled up, put everything into guns, and took Confirmed Bachelor as my perk. I went inside disguised as an NCR member and took the monorail into New Vegas. As soon as I get inside, I get harassed by this grumpy old shit ass. But I guess I messed with the wrong guy because as soon as I opened that door, my game fucking crashed, and I know he was behind it too. Anyways, after I managed to leave the building, I was on the strip, and I decided to go to Freeside as the first thing to do because I wanted to get to Gunrunners. My dumbass forgot where it was, and I've probably spent about 10 minutes looking for it, and it was right outside the fucking gate. I sold pretty much everything I had because I had my eyes on this certain gun. And that gun is the battle rifle. This thing is a beast. This thing is so good. Buying this gun left me in the trenches. I had 4 caps to my name, but at least I acquired it. So with my 4 caps, I hit the tables at Gamora, and lost everything. To solve my money problem, I just went to Freeside and killed a bunch of people and stole their shit. Then I just skipped my way down to Gunrunners to sell everything. All that got me about 600 caps, so I hit up Gamora again and gambled until the guy tapped on my shoulder and told me to fuck off. With my winnings, I bought 3 different types of ammo for my gun, and I bought a nice set of combat armor. I then made the decision to go and try and confront Benny in the tops, and those guys really fucked me up. So instead, I took the XP you get from going in there and leveled up twice. Same as last time, I dumped all my skill points into guns, and for my perk, I chose Rapid Reload. Since I had more points into guns, I decided I was going to try and kill the chairmen again, and surprisingly, I actually did. They did deal a chunk of damage to me, but it wasn't really something to worry about for now. I picked Benny and his goons off, leveled up again and just did the same as last time. I then proceeded to strip everybody naked because I can. I then leveled up again and put everything into guns and took Bloody Mess over Toughness for some fucking reason. I left the casino, decapitated Vulpes. I then decided it's time to get vilified in Freeside. It's pretty much what you expect, just go around and kill everybody you see. I pretty much killed everybody there to the point where I couldn't find anyone else, so I decided I was just gonna take on the kings head on. Now that probably wasn't the best idea to do, but I mean, they're the kings, they got no armor, They're fucking pushovers, let's be honest. After blowing a guy's arm off on the stairs, I finally reached level 7. I maxed out guns, and I put the rest of the points in the sneak because I assumed later on when my health gets lower, I'm gonna have to sneak around a lot of guys. Even after wiping out all the kings, I still somehow wasn't vilified. I stabbed one of their whores to death and I still wasn't. Just hated. But hate's a strong word, isn't it? Ugh. Anyways, what I really needed to do is go into the Atomic Wrangler, shoot the first guy I saw in the face. That did it. They really did not appreciate me doing that, and they even chased me out onto the street. There was like 10 of them. Probably everyone in that building chased me out, and I took quite a bit of damage in the process. I mean, I did kill them all, but I was about half health now, which wasn't a good thing considering how much of the game I had left to play. Back on the strip, I headed straight to the Ultra Lux. Not to kill the white gloves, but to gamble, because I needed the money again. They kicked me out. I whipped out something the size of my leg, and as it turns out, it was too big to handle. But hey, I leveled up again. Same as always, dump every skill point into one thing, and as my perk, I chose Toughness, finally. After that, I went back into the top so I could hit up Yes Man and finally get the story moving. He wanted me to kill House, so I just walked into the Lucky 38, killed everybody that was in there, including the crippled elderly. Yes Man uploaded himself and made me watch some bullshit. I completed the quest and leveled up. After getting my next task, I went to Gunrunners. There I bought the anti-material rifle because it's pretty good. For the quest I was doing, you have to make contact with most of the factions, and the faction I decided to do first was the Boomers. Now, when it comes to dodging the artillery, I just couldn't do it. It was so fucking hard. I spent probably an hour trying to do it, and I just couldn't without taking a huge bit of damage. Now, normally, I would just hug the wall and run straight through and heal whatever damage I took. Well, I can't do that. So, after spending an eternity on this, I actually looked up a guide on how to do it without taking damage, and it showed me something. The artillery stops firing for a brief moment. So what you have to do is run to the corner of this destroyed house, wait there till the artillery stops firing, then book it straight for the gate, and then you'll make it. So after getting there, they're just like, yeah, let's let this so-called savage in. Kinda rude of them, to be honest. I don't know why they think that of me. I killed probably about a dozen of them, and then I got vilified, so that's another one off my list. Next up was the Brotherhood of Steel, and I spent way too fucking long looking for these guys. I forgot what bunker they were in because I haven't played this game in like a year. I found them, killed them without them even seeing me, got vilified, managed to get the key, and leave the bunker. Back on the strip, I went into Gamora so I could tell Yes Men they're not a big deal. I walked in and walked immediately back out, and back into the Ultra Lux I go because I forgot to kill Mortimer and whatever her fucking name is. I shot up the place, leveled up. I once again chose Toughness as my perk, and headed my way to Red Rock Canyon. The way there was quite eventful. I thought I could take a shortcut up this hill and ended up getting ass raped by Cazadors. I reloaded my last quick save and immediately got jumped by a fucking hit squad. They actually weren't that hard at all. They only dealt a little bit of damage to me, but I managed to kill them and get vilified by the Legion. Besides all that, I actually made it to the canyon and found the Great Khans. I now just needed to find a way to kill them without taking too much damage, so I came up with a master plan. Hide in the back room and spam grenades. To no one's surprise, that shit was more flawless than a diamond, and I got vilified. I managed to leave without anyone seeing me, and I was pretty much in the final stretch of the game now. At this point, I chose to go and hunt down the rest of the factions I needed vilified, and first up was Good Springs. I walked into the Prospector Saloon and found Trudy and Cobb having alone time. My oh my, Trudy, don't blow everywhere like that. Gonna give a quick shout out to my dad who watches these videos. Thanks for supporting me. The next faction I was gonna do was the NCR, so I headed towards Prim. Once I got to the outpost, you can probably guess what I did. I killed everybody. The funny thing is, the NCR didn't even change their reputation with me. They didn't even hate me. So I guess they were just like, yeah, fuck those guys. Anyways, after that, I ended up dicking around for like half an hour. I have no clue why I did that. When I decided to stop wasting my time like a dumbass, I went off to kill the followers of the apocalypse. Now, I knew this was going to be quite a challenge, and since I'm smarter than your average ape, I decided to lay frag mines right outside the front so when I leave and they chase me, they'll all get blown apart. So I walked in, shot this sexy piece of ass ghoul, and walked out. And you know what? That plan worked perfectly. I sent those fuckers to the moon. Yes, there was only one left, but I just picked his ass off and got what I needed. I leveled up from that and dumped everything into sneak. Now it was the strip's turn to feel my wrath. I thought a good place to start would be the station because there's a lot of NCR members in there and I hadn't been vilified by them yet. Inside, I crouched in the corner and I blasted the Securetron right in the face, and then I just kind of rampaged everybody. I pretty much killed 2 birds with 1 stone because not only was I getting NCR infamy, I was getting strip infamy. And after everyone died in there, yeah, the NCR did not like me. After grenade spamming this one corner, all the Securetrons down there just kind of de-aggroed for some reason. I have no clue why. I just ended up leaving, but I still needed to get vilified on the strip. To solve this, I hid behind the sign and sniped people. After sniping a hooker and this random asshole, I finally got vilified. Which means I've now been vilified by every single faction. Next, I bought some ammo and picked up my next quest. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I fucked shit up and placed the override chip in the thingy. And now, it was time. I arrived at the dam, and let me tell you, dumping all those points in a sneak really paid off here. I basically just let everyone fight it out while I sat in the sidelines and killed them one by one. After a lot more fighting, I eventually leveled up again to level 12. I got sneak to 95, and for my trait, I chose sniper, because I'm at the end of the game. It doesn't really matter what I choose at this point. Further up the dam, my friend got shot, and he flailed his arms in pain. The sight was awful. I got revenge for him, but at what cost? He was gone. Anyways, I made my way into the dam. The inside wasn't as challenging as I thought. I killed both the dudes in power armor, installed the override chip, and made my way to go blow up the generators. The way there was boring as fuck. I just killed these guys and did what I was supposed to do. Exiting the dam was about the same. Just kill the people who get in your way and leave. At this point, I was getting dangerously low on health, and that's when I remembered, oh shit, I still gotta fight the Legate. But that was a problem for later. I just had to make it up the dam for now. I got into a scuffle, and this guy really thought he could get the drop on me. Thankfully, I froze time, but he was so close to me, he could probably put his dick in my mouth from where he was. Luckily, he didn't. So I continued my pursuit up the dam. The Securetrons did most of the heavy lifting while I just sat in the back and gave support. In a short amount of time, I arrived at the gate to the Legate's camp. I went inside, and I came up with another one of my master plans. And that plan was using my sneak to my advantage and sniping everybody one by one. You know what? If you want to beat a challenge, just dump everything into sneak because no one will even see you. I mean, it just made it way too easy. Wait, hold on. Wait just a sec. What the fuck is this? 5 health? I had 4. How did I heal 1 health after I killed that guy? Is there life steal? What the hell? Whatever. It's 1 health. It's not a big deal. Anyways, after clearing out the rest of the guys, it was time to face the Legate. Now, I usually smooth talk him, but I didn't have any charisma, so I had no choice but to fight him. So I got huddled into this cozy little corner, aimed my sniper rifle at him, and I one-shot that motherfucker. He fell to the floor without even making a goddamn sound. After I was done touching him, I headed back towards the gate, and this goofball busted in. Now, I don't know why, but this guy just always pisses me off. Look at him walking in like he's some bad motherfucker taking his sweet-ass time, while all these guards walk around him. Yeah, he probably needs to make up for his fucking penis size, because it's probably tiny as shit. This guy was all chit-chat, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna kill you. And oh, fuck. My health. I have 5 health. It's over. All this work I put in, it's over. I'm just gonna get killed each time. Maybe I can just run away. Maybe that'll work.